Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Kevin with SurvivalistSports.com. Let's spend a few minutes and talk about cookware. Whether you're out on a day hike a trip for a couple of days, your inch bag, your get home bag, your bug out bag, a family camping box, just whatever. Just whatever it is that you're looking to get cookware for. Let's spend just a few minutes about the different types of cookware that I've collected over the years and my experience with. While we're talking about this cookware, I'm going to be mentioning certain brand names and certain models. This is not an endorsement. It's not an endorsement. I'm not saying that this is the best, this is what you should get. We're talking about different types of cookware. That's all it is. If I like something, I'm going to say it. That's just the way it is. I'm not going to say something that this is the best, and I'm going to speak from my personal experience on it. Alright, so let's get started. So I've got the cookware lined up in what I believe is the most efficient that you're going to be able to cook with the least amount of fuel. You've got your stainless steel canteen cup, no top. Your Alpine Stowaway, 775 milliliter, has a lid on it. I've used this one a few times. You can see the discoloration in there. The Vargo, which I really like. It's got your nice little lid on there. The discoloration where I've used it a few times. And finally your Optimus Terra Solo with a lid. And the lid helps retain the heat so the water boils faster, or whatever you're cooking cooks faster. And the least is the standard canteen cup, and I have used a canteen cup since the early 1990s. I've used this canteen cup quite often. And why do I say that it's not very good? Because it does not have a lid on it. It's kind of heavy. There are aluminum canteen cups. Mine is stainless. This weighs in at 9.05 ounces. The next one is the Alpine Stowaway, 775 milliliter MSR. And I've used this one a few times. You can see the burn marks in there, the discoloration where I've had it on my stove. And this one weighs in, this is stainless steel, weighs in at 12.3 ounces. Compare that to your canteen cup. It's a whole 3.3 ounces more than your canteen cup. And I could not really find anything to fit inside of there. I mean, I've got a small stove, but while I was using this one, I was using my bigger propane stove. So it was like this, plus the bottle, plus the base, it took up a lot of room in my pack. It just didn't go very well. And this pot is pretty heavy. And the next one that I really like is the Vargo Titanium. And it weighs in at 4.6 ounces. As compared to the canteen cup. So far, this one is the lightest. It's got your vent holes here, little vent hole there. Very nice. Folding handle. You can see that I've used it a few times. It's got the scorch marks there on the bottom where I've used it on my stove. I wish this pot had marks on the inside for liquid ounces. Say 8 ounces in a center punch, 16 ounces in a center punch, 24 ounces is a center punch, and however many ounces it could hold. Same with this one. No marks on the inside. Canteen cup, no marks. So whenever you're cooking your freeze-dried food, it says to bring to boil, usually it's about 16 ounces of water. Some of them a little bit more, some a little less. Carefully add 1 3/4 cups, 14 ounces boiling water to pouch. Okay? Well, how much is 14 ounces in here? How much is this 14 ounces in there? How much is 14 ounces in there? Finally, I get tired of carrying around a 1 pound propane cylinder canteen cup, which I still carry. I still carry military canteens whenever I'm camping. Still carry these. Old reliable. This went into a box. This one here, I like to carry. I'll carry it often just because of the lightweight. But I ended up going with a Optimus Terra Solo. Remember what I was talking about a minute ago with the markings on the inside? There's 8, 12, and 16 ounce markings inside the cup. I've used this one several times. Like it. There's nothing not to like about it. Got your lid. And now, let's take without the lid. Well, let's go ahead and weigh them all together, okay? I think that's fair. 9.5 ounces. 12.3 ounces. 4.6 ounces. Now finally for the Terra Solo, Optimus Terra Solo. 7 ounces, 7.10 ounces. A little bit still lighter than your canteen cup. It has a lid on it, and my stove, lighter, fork and spoon all fit inside of there. So that's what I ended up going with. After 25 years of using this canteen cup, trying a couple of different things, I ended up with an all-in-one little pot, the Optimus. And I still like the Vargo though. I very much like the Vargo. Another thing I like about the Vargo is that it comes with a carry pouch. See it right here. Handle folds down, goes inside a pouch. Same thing with the Optimus. And with these, the handles just fold over, latch, and you can get a top, but I don't have one for the canteen cup. So, Kevin, why do you have this little pot back here and this pot here? Now, I'm so glad you asked. I'm so glad you asked. Is that I see nothing wrong with buying a young adult or a young person one of these El Cheapo Big Box Mart cook sets. It's made out of aluminum. They're light. If we wanted to, we could just carry that little pan there. Weighs a whole 2.3 ounces. Weigh the whole thing. I mean, the whole thing weighs 6.45 ounces. And you've got yourself a little sauce, some type of little saucepan in there. I have no idea what's that for. Excuse me. I bought this set for my son, my youngest son, and my daughter. Went out camping with them, cooked some ramen noodles. They really liked them. I mean, they're just a good little cook set for beginners. It's just one of those things. I see nothing wrong with that. Here is a family-sized unit of where if you're cooking for 2 or 3 people, you want to cook some stew, you want to really cook something, or if you just want to buy it and take something like this middle pot out and use that in your backpack. What do we got there? 7.5 ounces for that. But this has never been used. This is in, say, my family camping box, or a family-sized bug-out box, something like that. I think No Limits is an Academy brand name, or is that Walmart? I'm not sure. Great for backpacking, hiking, and camping. I would not want to carry that backpacking or hiking. It's just too much. I mean, why do you need a pot? Unless one person's carrying a pot and the other person's carrying a food or something, but why would you need, if you're backpacking or hiking, why would you need a pot that size? Mostly going to be cooking ramen noodles or warming up water for your freeze-dried food, so why do you need something this size for backpacking or hiking? So guys and gals, that's it. We're going for them the least efficient, heavier, a little bit heavier, lighter, lighter. You're going to get your best weight with your titanium. Aluminum, I think titanium is going to give you your best weight and heat transfer altogether. And I really like these Vargo products. And I'm not saying that as a promotional. This was sent to me free off the internet several years ago. Does not influence my opinion. I just like Vargo products after trying them out. I've also got a Vargo Spork I bought off Amazon. Alright guys and gals, I think that's it. I think we've covered this quite well. From least efficient, heaviest, least efficient, heaviest, more efficient, lighter, lightest, more efficient, lighter. Alright guys and gals, that's it, and I will talk to you later.